na na na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na.
Hey, what's going on, viewers? My name is Romel Thomas. I'm on behalf of Good Ass Sports Network and Restore and Rebuild podcast. I have my good friend of mine, Justin Biggs, and my host, Bryce Tidwell. And today we're going to discuss the Sigmund Freud decision-making theory. So, Justin, when you're in the ring, how do you know when to use a body blow and how do you know when to use a headshot?
Well, the thing about it is that I pretty much let it come to me. So whatever I see, off of it's a thing called, my dad told me it's called cut. So if I'm slipping to the side, I can see what you're leaving open. So I'll take the shot. If I have a decision between a headshot and a body shot, a lot of times I'll take the body shot if it's especially early on. Because I feel like if I land a body shot, you won't have, it'll probably knock you out. You won't be able to get up, and then also on top of that, their punching power will be diminished.
So congratulations on your win, first and foremost.
Oh, thank you.
I can't congratulate you enough, man.
Thank you.
But we in these tough streets of Brooklyn, man. I'm not gonna lie. You do your thing in the ring, but what about out here on these streets? I mean, we just talked about headshots and body shots.
Right.
How do you know whether to walk away from a situation that might occur in these Brooklyn streets?
I mean, because if you can walk away, you should always walk away. If you can't walk away, then you can't walk away, But if it's something over a situation of, I have nothing to prove, So someone we're having a disagreement about something, and is getting to the point of something physical, I know I could fight. So there's nothing for me to prove to that guy, If it's someone trying to hurt my family or something like that, then I have to go ahead and take care of that. But other than that, it's never that serious. I always remember, I get upset a lot of times, but I won't even remember this guy a week from now. But if things got really dirty and ugly and he, let's say he pull out a gun or I hurt him seriously and kill him, that guy, I'll remember him forever.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously in the ring, there's a lot of split second decision making that's got to go on, right? So how would you say that those split decisions translate in everyday life? Do you ever, because obviously when you're in that ring, you have very little time to make your next decision. Sometimes in life, different situations arise. Would you say that those decisions you got to make in the ring help you and carry over to life?
I think that, when you live by a certain kind of code, and you have a certain kind of character, you're more likely to make a certain type of choice. If you don't live by any kind of guidelines, then we never know what you'll do, But if you have a certain kind of creed, that, okay, this is something I will do, this type of situation I must leave alone. And you might not understand totally at the time, but you understand I just made this decision because that's who I am and how my morals are set up. So,
Right.
So with this day and age, do you feel as though principles got lost?
Yeah, and a lot of times, I go to church, and a lot of times you miss a couple Sundays, you start changing up, So when I get back there, I always feel really good.
So enlighten our audience and our viewers about your upbringing. What type of church did you go to? The population count of your church?
The first real church we started going to a lot was Brown Memorial. Population, we had a couple thousand people there. It was a very good church. A strong leader. I was blessed to be able to go to really good churches. Then CCC was a huge church. I remember one time we were in some financial troubles, and they actually got us a boiler, and that was like $8,000 boiler. They did that for us, and it was very cold. And I always appreciate them for that. They didn't have to do that. And then now, I go to New Dimension Church in East New York. And it's an awesome church, amazing church with an amazing pastor there. So everywhere I'm going, it's always really great churches,
So with your faith, how would you say? Because obviously you're involved in a violent sport.
Right.
How do you balance your faith with your occupation?
Right now, man, I feel as if just because you're a Christian or whatever you believe in, but let's say Christian per se. There was warrior Christians. There were, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean that you got to be soft. We're competing. I want to make it somewhere in life. You know, I have respect for the person I'm fighting. I don't want to kill anybody. You know, when I'm in there, I want to make sure I win and win definitely. And I listen, I pray that you come out better. We could do it again. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to try to knock you out.
That reminds me of, I think it was Deontay Wilder a few months back said in the interview. Right. He's like, I want to kill the person across from me. I heard that. I can understand it from a warrior mentality, but as a human being, it's, you know.
Nah, I mean, you know, I don't know what I didn't hear him say it.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't go in there wanting to kill him. I want to hurt you at the time. Now, I want it to all go away after we're done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We could be old men talking about, you know, oh man, that was crazy when I got hit with that body shot, this and that.
So like obviously, you know, man, you seem like a calculated guy in general. So obviously, when you get in the ring, I'm sure that calculation goes up, you know, even further. I'm sure you're dialed in.
Yeah.
How would you say, or how can you describe for people that have never been in that type of fight, the thin line between fighting calculated to where instincts take over? Now, you know, I got hit and it's time for me to react. You know what I mean?
You're gonna, you know, you train, so a lot of it becomes muscle memory, and then, you know, instincts are a lot of times it's weird. Your instincts tell you when there's danger to move away, and sometimes when punches are coming, you have to go forward into the fighter. So that was one of the hardest things, not to per se pull out on a punch and get hit on your chin. You know, we want to swing wide to generate power. So when you're fighting, straight punches get there first.
Right.
A lot of things you have to go against your instinct. Someone can really fight. Normal human beings don't want to fight that person. You as a fighter, you want to fight that person and prove that you're the best. So it's kind of like the opposite with fighters a lot of times.
And can you give our audience how you feel about our young people in these streets today? They rather pick up the gun versus, you know, picking up their own fist and actually swinging for a punch.
You know, in a way, it's like understandable because, you know, in this generation, everything we do is recorded. So, and we don't let things go away. You know, like you get beat up, something happens outside, it's gonna be about a lot of people recording it, and then it's gonna be one person maybe stopping it, and then you gotta live with that humiliation. Oh, I got beat up, you know. Now, wanting to kill someone, I don't necessarily understand. I've never been there where it's something that is we can't forgive each other and get past it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people should learn to defend themselves. You know, to defend yourself, I fight and learn this on pride and, okay, I fought him, I didn't win, but I defended myself.
Something definitely be said for that because I think you brought up a great point, man, in the age we live in today. And I think this also kind of can reflect on boxing a little bit. The age we live in today, people don't let you live down your losses.
No, they don't.
And it's a perfect example with boxing now. If you see, a lot of times people see a loss on the record and they think that that's not a good fighter. But in all actuality, back in the day, all the best champions all had a loss or two or three or four on their record.
Absolutely.
And I think that what you were hinting to about today's society, man, I think that shows across a lot of different disciplines.
So can you give our audience a visual and give them an opportunity to understand who your trainer is?
Oh, man, I have my trainer, you know, aside from being the last, you know, a legendary trainer, I mean, Zab Judah, if you guys all heard of him, undisputed champion. Undisputed champion means you had all the belts in your weight class at the time. There are four champions in each weight class. Zab was able to do that. Before him, Mike Tyson did that. After Zab, no one in New York City has been able to do that. So to have him guiding me, Yawal, that took interest in me, and to have Zab helping me is amazing. But outside of those things, we have a lot of people that are good at what they do, but he's a good person. You know, it's a lot of people that I've seen him give money to. I've seen he take a kid from a shelter, bring them in the gym, pay their gym dues, paid mine, their boxing book, their expenses. He'll leave from the gym and be dropping 4 people off after the gym, but has been up at work at 4 in the morning.
So when you make,
You know?
so when you make decisions that is not upon his wish, what type of form of discipline do he give you?
With me, he's very, the thing I love about him, he's very cool. Like, he'll say, yo, don't do that, man. But at the end of the day, he understands it's your life. Because you can never want it more than a fighter. There's a lot of trainers who hawk over their fighter because they never did anything themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're living vicariously through you, but in a sense, Wall has been a kickboxing champion. 50-something wins, 1 loss, 40-something knockouts. He's been there. He got the degree. Like the teacher says, "Oh, I got the degree." You know what I'm saying? So he's not trying to make money or live off of you and what you've done. He's sitting there trying to allow you to live the life that he's lived and go beyond them. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah, that sounds like the type of trainer that you need, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, Bryce. I got a good question for him. It's coming up. I feel the urge to ask him this. So we had a good opportunity to chat with his mom, and I just want to ask you, Justin, what type of principles that your trainer give you that your mom don't give you, and vice versa?
My mom, if I go, Mom, I don't, my finger hurts. She's like, don't go to the gym today. He's always, you got to work through that. You know what I'm saying? So my mom is very light on me, and I would never grow up if I was a different kind of person. But your Wall is very like, yo, listen. He's like, he won't say come to the gym. He's like, oh man, one fight, my eye socket was coming out, and you'd be like, all right, okay, that's my finger, so I'm gonna go to the gym. So that's really the difference between it.
And then you have a younger sister as well, and can you state her name? And she's boxing. She's an amateur boxer, right?
Yeah. I have a younger sister, Aida Biggs, extremely talented.
Who will win, man?
Me and her?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're trying to set that fight out one day.
A sibling rivalry, huh?
Yeah, pay-per-view maybe.
Oh yeah.
But she has she has a tremendous amount of talent. The sky's the limit there. And I always say she could probably one day, to me, be the greatest female boxer to ever live. My brother as well, he fights as well. And I'm just happy when I'm done, or even all of us together, I hope we all make history and win titles and be the first people to ever do that.
Hey, that would be crazy. Have a first family of boxing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So before we start wrapping it up, just a quick snapshot, man. If you had to say, let's take a snapshot, Justin Biggs, 10 years from now, man. Where do you see yourself? What's the perfect scenario?
I see myself. 10 years from now, I probably won titles in 3 different weight classes. I've edged myself as a pound for pound fighter, and arguably, people just argue about, wow, who would think was better, Justin or this guy or that fighter and this fighter, and it's actually a legitimate argument about, who's one of the greats, and especially one of those greats in New York. If I could be the next undisputed champion from New York City, that would be amazing. But at the end of the day, happy. I've seen everything through. I've done everything I wanted to do, and my family is in a great place. And I'm good with God, and I'll be happy.
Well, I'm thankful that you were able to give us more insight about your family, about your boxing career, and about your friend Marlon Brown.
Right.
So we wish the best for you, man.
And before we get out of here, man, make sure you plug all your social medias, man, all your
Absolutely.
info, so the audience can get it, man. Let them know.
Absolutely, definitely. Justin Biggs, BigTime. Social media, Instagram, follow me, guys. It's BigTime Biggs. I look forward to seeing you guys' comments and everything like that, and have a good day.
Well, hold on, Justin. We actually got one of your mentees that came in the gym.
The OG. The guy that made it off. He started it off.
Let me go ahead and exit my way out, because Bryce Tillwell,
okay.
he has an abundance of questions to ask Mr. Judah. So
Okay, you always got questions. All
right.
Let's do it. Nice to meet you, sir.
What's up, brother? How are you?
I can't complain. So we've been sitting here talking with Justin. First thing first, man. What do you think about Justin's style, and how would you characterize it if you had to put it into words?
Been knowing Justin for a long time, since he was a kid. Watched him in the gym. I watched him come in the gym as a young kid, and to see what he is today is phenomenal, man. I mean, he is the talk of New York City right now.
Hey, man, that's high praise coming from the champ right there. Very high high praise. That's what I like to hear.
I've been around, I've been in New York for like a month and a half now, and I've been around different gyms and had the boxing talk, and everybody, they actually always talk with Justin. So the name is ringing bells, you know what I'm saying? It's hitting the right people. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he keep being Justin, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So that says it all about far skills and everything like that. Just that all he gotta do is be him.
All right, so I saw you at the last fight. We were there. I saw you ringside. I noticed, of course, y'all close.
Absolutely.
And so what is it like? What is it like when you're watching a fighter that's close? I saw you ringside. It kind of looked like you were kind of giving them a little bit from the side, What is it like watching a fighter that that's in the ring?
Well, I watch his preparation.
Yeah.
So I know what he can do. You know what I mean? So when I'm watching him, I'm just reminding him, Justin, don't forget about this, don't forget about that. Do this, do that, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, and it's good that I was a competitor. I was in the ring, so I know how it is sometimes. Sometimes you might get in there and you might get caught up on looking for a particular punch that you forget about everything else. And somebody might tell you, no, go back to this. And you go back to that and you'll find that punch easier. So I just try to just remind him of different things and that he's good at, when I watch him in the gym.
I think our relationship is awesome, man, because obviously your father's his trainer, your father trained you.
Yeah.
What are the couple things that your father, you can say, instilled in you that he's instilling in Justin that's going to put him to that next level?
My father, he's a skillful fighter. He believes in skills, you know what I'm saying? He don't believe in no running, no dancing, none of that.
Right.
Use your defense, stay right there, good legs, strong. Motherfucker fire at you, you fire back.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, great things to say. I mean, he's made me who I am.
Yeah.
Before me, he's made his own career. Yeah. See, I like trainers like that. Like they know what it's like to be in there. Because you got a lot of trainers today. I mean, they ain't never did nothing. I mean, they probably did Golden Gloves or something like that, but they ain't really took their headgear off and really know what it feel like for an 8-ounce glove to boom.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a whole different feeling, baby. You know what I mean? That's different.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to teach something that you've never been through.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Most definitely.
And then on the championship level too.
And that you can't teach.
Right.
You gotta think. The moments like that you can't teach. You can tell somebody your experience, but it's not. You can't teach them. You can't prepare for that moment.
Absolutely.
It's special. It's like you gotta either you swim or you drown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's fact. I always tell the story, man. When I first learned how to swim, my dad threw me right in the water.
Yeah.
I had no choice. I mean, learn right there. I mean, he was gonna save me if I did drown. But it's like I learned in that moment.
Yeah.
It's fact.
But he gonna make you think he was there. Like, oh God.
So you start kicking
right.
You
know what I mean? Most definitely.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate the time for both of you fellas, man. Justin, as always, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate
you, man.
I appreciate you too.
R&R Sports Podcast, signing out. Today was a great day, good ass sports, R&R Sports Podcast. Got to sit down with Justin Biggs, the Brooklyn Torch, aka BigTime. It was great, man. Even got to sit down with Zab Judah for a minute, one of his mentors and training partners. So man, it was great today. Stay tuned to more episodes, man. Good ass sports, R&R Sports Podcast, coming right at you.
Show me what I got up in my ride. Wanna put my nigga to the side. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You cannot handle my life, no. Ask if you love me, I say no. Smoking my drugs when I'm feeling low. She said I ain't shit and I'm glad she know. I turn to a dog when I see these hoes. Spend all my money on fine things. I took a Uber, yup, the fucking break. Her friend wasn't there, but my niggas came. She feeling the squad, so we ran a trade. She let us bang more. Got her singing in the tone like she did low. This shit my year, so I grind more. He's my first ball main that I save for. Passport already full, I need a new one. Need my own escort through the airport. I finger pop a pussy just to see it squirt. Yeah, my niggas hold it down when I'm doing dirt. Like, shorty wanna get up in my ride. Wanna put my niggas to the side. Party done at 5. Thinking I'ma kick my niggas out. Now you know why. I moved away. All my niggas, they gon' ride for me. Even if they gotta die for me. Even if they gotta catch a couple bodies, keep the burners by their side for me. Loyalty is on my mind only, motivated on another level. Mama told me bring home the medal, only grab me in whatever better. Shorty wanna get up in my ride, wanna put my niggas to the side. No more Mr. Nice Guy, you cannot handle my life, no. Ask if you love me, I say no. Smoking my drug when I'm feeling low. She said and I'm glad she know. I turn to a dog when I see these hoes. Spend all my money on finer things. I took a Uber just to fuck her brain. Her friend wasn't there, but my niggas came. She feeling the squad, so we ran the train. So they wanna get up on my ride.